travel business, I can
Uh-huh.
still do that plus work.
Yay! Rhonda and Daryl are here.
Yes.
We played the fifth.
Excuse me.
Well, hey everyone.
Hi.
It's, Evan from Tern. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Yes. Give it just a second, Evan. We're gonna give everybody like maybe 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Do I have enough time to go grab a glass of wine?
Yes, you
Yes.
do. Bring back the bottle.
I have an unoaked Chardonnay in the fridge. That's the new thing. Unoaked.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but
Well,
yay.
you can have some of the pecan pralines that I just made. So
Oh,
with your
stop it,
Chardonnay.
Karen Perry. You're fired. You're fired.
From scratch, homemade.
I'm gonna need you to teach me how to make those, okay? Okay.
Oh my gosh, they're fabulous. And they're so dang easy.
My husband loves those. Of course,
Now,
he's
what
from
was you-
Louisiana.
Now, what was you saying about the wine?
Yeah.
So
That's what I had on my person.
it's a Chardonnay, but it tastes more like kind of lemony and like dry. It's not like, I kind of like it, especially over the summer. So you can drink it nice and cold, and it's warm outside still, so it's still that season.
So we could drink it
Is
year
it
round
not
down
heavy?
here.
Yes, since we're in Florida, that would be perfect. Drinking it all year.
Yeah, well, I'm from Florida originally, so that's that might be where I got it from. Karen, what was your question?
And it's not a heavy red wine, you said?
It's a white wine, and it's very light.
Oh.
Yeah, so either way, it's not heavy, because I think when it tastes more like the buttery kind of like darker flavor, that's kind of heavy. This one's just like super light.
And what was it?
I'll send the link in the chat.
I was about to say, you may have to at least send a link or hold up the bottle, something.
Yeah, because
It's
that actually sounds really good.
yes, I'll send it right now.
You had no idea that you were walking into this, did you, Evan?
I know what I'm getting myself into. You know, actually, yeah. So
He's met me.
I got to hang out with so many of you in person that I'm pretty well aware of what I got going on.
Oh,
she-
that's so funny.
Yeah, but she moved the bad one to Florida. You haven't met him.
Whatever.
Oh, hush.
You are not the bad one. No, Daryl, you hadn't met Daryl and Rhonda. They were not able to be at Collective last year. So
Okay.
they bring the party.
Daryl, Rhonda, what part of Florida are you in?
Palm Coast.
Nice area. I went to school in Gainesville, so I know that kind of like Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Palm Coast area.
The best part of the state, because you're close to everything.
So does that mean you're a Gators fan?
I am. You might see some Gators relevant stuff in my training today.
I grew up in Palatka.
Oh, perfect. There's a great barbecue restaurant at a gas station in Palatka.
I've heard of this gas station.
I think it's called Pearls.
But I've never
maybe
been
that's not even in Palatka.
Look,
I've never even been to Palatka.
Yeah, you'll miss it if you blink.
Sonny's barbecue. That's where we used to go get barbecue at there.
Yeah, my one of my best friends owns a few franchises in the Jacksonville area of Sonny. I've met Sonny's grandson. He's not he's not like Sonny. He's like, that's his claim to fame, that he's the grandson, but I don't think he has much to do with the business.
Okay, let's see who all we got. So Evan, before we get started, I'm recording. So just want to kind of do a flyover picture for everybody of what this is going to look like. And we're going to start tonight with kind of onboarding onto Tern. Everybody should have gotten a login. And but we've got 3 set up, so you just have to attend one of the 3. But it might be smart for you to attend all of them if you learn through repetition. So just so you know, we're going to have multiple opportunities for you to learn. But Evan, do you want to kind of go over how this is going to go down for everybody?
Yeah, I can give you. So this is going to be an overview, kind of like what's going down, because it's not all going down tonight. Tonight we're going to make some really, really strong progress in getting you all set up, as well as kind of going through some of the basics. But big picture on this is I'm going to not only be doing these trainings with you, but I also will be connecting you with some of the best resources, such as some like workshops and self-guided stuff to do as well to support, because the way this is going to go is we'll get you all set up tonight. We will do like some actual training as well, like learning how to do certain things that are really important. And then I will kind of give you some homework and some things to work on, because in a few weeks down the road, these sessions will be more kind of Q&A based. And then in tandem with that, our implementation team over here at Tern is going to take the reins on moving a lot of your data. So things like your contacts and like your bookings and things like that you have in other systems currently, that type of stuff will get moved over to Tern kind of over the next couple of weeks as we do this. So I think a disclaimer, and Lori, I'm sure this is, you can back me up on this, but like kind of a disclaimer for what we'll do with Tern for the next few weeks is that we aren't going to put anything in Tern that already exists. So we're going to advise that you don't put in contacts, you don't put in trips that are already in another system, because those will be in Tern. So a few more weeks, we'll have it in for you. But for now, we're just going to work on kind of fake stuff.
Yeah, we're fake.
And Lori,
Yeah,
you can add on.
the key. Yeah, the key here, guys, is that they call this kind of a sandbox. Tern doesn't have like a sandbox in the true sense of the word, but we're going to call this a sandbox, meaning this is your time to play, click around, not using live data. Okay, you're only going to put in fake names that are obviously fake. You're going to name them test, you're going to name them whatever, and at some point you will delete them. So just know this is not live information.
Perfect. Yep. So, but on the other hand, the things that we're going to set up as far as like your profiles and things like that, that is going to be live. So, no, we'll have a good balance here. So, what's really exciting, everyone, is that we have like this whole thing programmed out where we will definitely make sure that you get all of the resources and train that you need, and we really have a lot to show you. So, with that in mind, I'll kind of get right into this. I have some stuff that I'll be sharing in the chat as well. Some links to photos or some documents. That way we can kind of get stuff set up together. So what I would like everyone to do, and we can take a minute or so to do so, but if you have not gotten the link in your email from Lori and logged into your Tern account, if you wouldn't mind doing so, that would be fantastic. If you're unable to do so for some reason, this is still a good training for you to understand what you will do. It'll be kind of step by step. But right now, let's all go in and see if we can get into our Tern accounts. So there was a link sent via Lori, and you should be able to just search for Tern if you haven't seen it already, TERN, and go from there. I'm going to see if I can put maybe like a poll in the chat or something, or maybe I'll just say like this message if you're in Tern already.
Evan, can you see the chat?
Yes, I have the chat open. Am I getting
Okay,
the same
perfect.
chat? Yep, I can see it.
I think so. Okay.
Mhm. All right, there we go. Got some likes coming through. Okay, Daryl's looking. Let me help out here. Hey, Lori, can you tell Julie, maybe the other people? I guess I didn't realize they're also getting our emails, or sorry, our chats. So do you want to see if we can like mute them, or like if we're bothering them?
Um, hold on. Yeah, attend. Okay. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Mari, you should have gotten, um, let me look and see if Mari got an invite.
Okay. Mari got an invite, and then Daryl, it's under Rhonda. Rhonda got the email. So if you can check Rhonda's inbox as well, that should be there. And then Mari, I do see Mari's invited. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, maybe there was a misspelling in the email, but here, I put it in the chat just so that way we know what email was invited.
Okay. I'm logging in right now. Did
Thanks,
I spell
Lori.
your name? Well, I did a copy paste of the email addresses you sent me.
Yeah, I put it into Chat GPT, so I totally could have accidentally done it, but I think
That's fine,
Yeah,
Gloria.
Autry's misspelled if we're using that one, but it should have been Mari.Medeiros.
Oh,
oh,
well,
okay,
that's
my bad.
why. No, it's probably because the spreadsheet we gave him was the old spreadsheet.
Okay.
So, Laura,
Right.
you'll just type in Mari's name, click on it, and then just remove that one invite from the agency. And
Okay.
then you can go ahead and do the invite and just type in her correct email.
Okay.
And I think we should be pretty good to go.
Let's see. Okay. Remove from agency. Okay. Invite. Sorry about that, Mari.
No worries.
And Laurie,
Okay,
just make
you
sure
should get an
Mari's one of
email.
those paid seats.
Okay.
I think it should be good though.
Okay, let's see.
Yep. All right, Mari got the live invite, so hopefully that should
Perfect.
pop right in here. All right,
Okay.
we'll just do like one more minute because we'll just want to make sure Mari can add a password real quick or whatever she needs to do to get in. So
Rhonda's still looking for it. So
oh, Rhonda's still looking as well. Lori, let's just double check that email too.
Okay.
I got Rhonda.broom.
Rhonda. Yeah, that's her email. Let's see. For
it's the link to the password.
you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Hold on.
Just for
Rhonda.broom at Sojourney Travel. Yeah, let me remove her and then I will add you again.
Brilliant. That'll work.
And then Daryl, I'm gonna send you an invite do you want to keep everything under Rhonda still?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, Rhonda, you should have an email. Edits. Paid seat. Save. Okay, let me make sure Mari has a paid seat. Yes. Okay.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, perfect.
Fantastic.
Set up. Everything's done.
All
Oh,
right.
awesome.
Wonderful. So I
Okay.
know Rhonda and Daryl are still working, so I'll keep this brief just that way, they don't fall behind. But happy to, assist too, depending on what we need. Maybe we can
Okay.
check in offline. So what I will do is I am sharing my screen now. And since I'm on Teams, I just kind of need a quick confirmation that hopefully you can see it.
I can
Yes,
see it.
we can see it.
We see you.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to go through together, and we're going to do a couple of kind of setup things to just kick us off. So I will share things kind of in the chat as we go here to make sure that you have it set up properly. So the very first thing we're going to do, and I have my big blue and yellow pointer. I call it my minion pointer. So my minion is going to go to the top right. And what's up there is actually a little picture of me. For you, it's just going to be your initials, unless you've already set up your account. But you'll go ahead and click on that circle up there in the very top right, and you can click on settings. Once you do that, you'll be over here on the settings page. It'll be under account settings, and we'll go from here. So for those who are here, I'll just kind of wait one more minute and make sure that everyone's kind of caught up. I know some people were setting up their logins and everything. But also, if you do fall behind at any point, we can always rewatch this. We can come back to things. We'll do a little Q&A at the end. And as well, I can, work with you afterwards. So we will look at this. So the first thing you're going to do is just make sure your email address and your first and last name are spelled correctly. They should be based on the invites we sent out, but something could always happen. And then you can add a phone number and a title as well. This is all stuff that's going to display to your travelers. So kind of as a preview here, this box up here is what will be showing to your travelers. Now, Lori, let me ask you, because I just noticed it. Do you want everyone to put this pricing and availability subject to change in their title? Let's see. Lori might be doing something. So let's go ahead, actually, and I'm going to put this in the chat. So I just pasted that, so you can go ahead and copy it or just type it. But what we're going to do is we're going to
I'm sorry,
put that.
Evan, did you call me?
I did. Laura, I'm just asking. I noticed that you have the pricing and availability subject to change in here. Should we go
Yes.
ahead and put that in everyone's account?
Yes, for
Okay.
now, until we figure out our process on that.
Okay, fantastic. So
And the colon just automatically appears, I think.
love that. Love that. Do you remember where you put that in?
Yes, it's under credentials.
Okay.
So
All right. So
pricing and
actually,
availability in the first section is subject to change until deposited in the second. You do not have to put the colon in, it auto puts it in.
okay. Thanks for letting me know there. So, all right, everyone, ignore what I said about putting it in title. Title, you can leave that blank for now. So we'll have everything should look like this. And now for the profile picture, this is a great place to put a picture of yourself, right? You're the business, you're your travel advisor. So I highly recommend putting a picture of yourself in here. You could put a picture of your dog, but definitely want to put a picture of yourself. So I know not all of you have a picture handy, so we will kind of move past this one. But if you come back to it, you're going to want to make sure that you put a profile picture in this spot. All right. So our next section is over here on the left. So I was in account settings. I'm going to go down to notifications. And this one is your own choice, but I highly recommend turning on email notifications for flights, because this will let you know when one of your travelers, their flight has been delayed, canceled, gate change, any of that. That way, when you're out traveling the world and you get an email, you can quickly see what's going on with one of your travelers' flights. So we'll go ahead here, and I highly recommend turning that on. Now, for security, you will want to set up a two-step verification. You can do it either through an authenticator app. I personally recommend the Google Authenticator app, so I'll put that in the chat. So Evan's recommendation is Google Authenticator. Tern will show you how to set that up once you click Set Up Authenticator. Otherwise, a phone number is perfectly fine as well if you can receive text messages. So you'll go ahead and want to set that up, because this is required to do the credit card authorization. Subscriptions, we're going to skip, because subscriptions are managed on the higher level, so no issues there. And now we'll go into business settings. So we're going to hang out here for a little bit, because there are quite a few things that we're going to want to do. So the very first thing we're going to want to do is make sure that we put in Sojourney Travel as our business name. So right here, you're going to go ahead and say Sojourney Travel. That is how that should look. And then I'm just going to refer to the website name, which is sojourneytravel.com. So sojourneytravel.com. Now for this next part, if you have a Facebook page or an Instagram that you use for your business, Evan Begley, Sojourney Travel Advisor, you can go ahead and put that here. We can skip that for now. And then down here, you can also add an address. So if that's relevant to your business, you can go ahead and add an address. And then we will go ahead and click this add credential. So I'll kind of see 30 seconds here before we click on this, because this is where we are going to put in that pricing and availability information. So if we click this add credential, the first thing we're going to do is type in pricing and availability. So pricing and availability, that's what we're putting in this first box. And then the second box, we're putting subject to change until deposited. So you have a good view, hopefully, of my screen where you can do this credential that I've added. Now as well, depending on the state you're in, you may need to display other credentials. And if that's the case, you can go ahead and type in your Florida seller of travel, for example, ID number. That's my fake ID number. So just wanting you to see that you can put whatever you'd like there as your additional credentials based on maybe what you're required to display based on your state. So we've done these credentials. We'll go ahead now, and for the business logo, I'll delete mine and then I'll add my new one. So let me actually send this over to you. So if I save this image, oh wait, I've already saved it. Let me send it to you. I've prepared it. We're all going to put the Sojourney logo as our business logo. Okay, so let me put it in the chat here so that way we all have access to it. I'm going to drag this in. Actually, okay, what we're going to do is we're actually going to use this because I just realized I cannot send files, it looks like. So let me all right, so if you click on this link that I put in the chat, you should be able to click on the photo and then download it. Your normal kind of right click, save image as. So go ahead and whatever you need to do to save that logo to your computer, we can go ahead and do that. So I'll give you about 30 seconds here. The link to the photo is in the chat, and you'll just want to save that to your computer. All right, so this is saved to your computer now, hopefully, which means back in business settings, I can go ahead and click in this box. I know it says drop, but you can also click. If you click in it, it will let you choose that logo from your files, and now you've uploaded it. So right there, I have gone ahead and uploaded the business logo. So hopefully you can just follow along, upload that. If you haven't downloaded it, the link is in the chat, and you can upload it. Now, for our next event, I'm putting a new link in the chat. This is to Canva, so it's the Canva link. If you can go ahead and log into this link now, you can choose one of these photos. Lori put these together for us, it looks like. So you can pick one of these as you wish, and then you are able to, let me actually see, what do I do here? I'm looking for the download button. Sorry, guys, I'm new to Canva.
It may be request access when I use the link.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. So, Lori, we're having a little bit of trouble with the Canva, but let's pivot from this because I don't want to get stuck on it. So I will tell everyone that we'll circulate this Canva link. It's got all these nice, pretty photos in it. And from here, you can choose one of these. Lori sent them over to us. And from here, you'll be able to upload it in the cover photo, just like we did with the logo. So I apologize for that delay there, but we'll go ahead and get back to that in a moment. And then finally, we have one last thing we'll do here, which for this brand color, I'm going to paste it in the chat for you all. So that way you can copy and paste this here. So it's this number, which means in this brand color, if you paste it, or you can type it, it's hashtag 69C as in color, 8D as in David, and 3. So if you type that in, it will automatically change the color of your branding here to match what we're looking for. So you can go ahead here and put that in. And then if we scroll down, all you're going to have to do is make sure you hit save. So don't worry about the affiliations part. Don't worry about the invoicing memo. You are just going to want to go down here to the bottom and click save. So I'll click that with everyone. So that way it's been saved. And now we should have our business name and our credentials and our button label and everything in there should be saved. So that is step one. So after this, mind you, we'll just kind of keep moving. If you need to come back, this is a great recording to watch. So you can go ahead and do that. But now let's go to the waivers and agreements, which is our next section here. And there's one more link coming your way in the chat. So in the chat, I have sent you this terms and conditions link, and you need to copy everything except for the title. So if you go down and copy it all, this is everything now. I can copy this. So I'll do copy like that. And then I will just paste it into this big box. But in here, I already have my terms and conditions, but I'm going to replace them. That way we can all be matching up. So I just pasted that in. Again, that's coming from the most recent link in the chat. We'll go ahead and copy everything. So just copy everything here below the date. So it says update September 10th. We can copy everything below it, going all the way down just to demo it again. And then we will copy and paste it in this box. All right, so once we have pasted it into this box, you will want to click this blue publish button. So the blue publish button is very important here. So make sure you click blue publish and click confirm. It'll give you this green box will say published and today's date. So that is very important. So maybe we'll just pause here. If there's any questions or questions about which link to use, just let me know. But right now, we should have this pasted in. All right, cool. So we'll move on. The next thing on the left here is our trip settings. This is stuff you can customize. So this is really going to be up to you, but you can make different statuses. We'll get into this later in trainings. So we'll skip that part. But down here, I do want you to make sure that both of those have a check mark. So the use Tern to manage credit card authorizations at the bottom, and the allow authorizing payments more than 30 days before due date. Please make sure that both of these are checked on. So that black check mark is what's necessary here. All right, so we'll keep moving forward.
Hey,
go ahead.
It won't let us click them.
It's got
okay.
Do not.
Gotcha.
Sign.
So the reason that it's not letting you click it, and I can definitely help you with this, is I believe it's because in security, you may not have set up the two-step verification yet.
It says more information needed before collecting credit card authorization.
For anyone else,
It
go ahead.
says more information needed before collecting credit card authorization. That's what it says.
Gotcha. Okay. Is anyone else getting that as well?
Yeah, because she set up the two-step the verification.
Okay. It's just saying more information. Okay. I'm going to note this down. Let me grab my pen here. Sorry, Daryl and Rhonda. It's not going to hurt us today, but we'll get this settled by the morning. So, and if anyone else is having that issue, let me know in the chat, please. Okay, so I'll figure that out for you tonight, but I apologize for that now. But luckily, it won't stop us. So we can go ahead and in emailing and scheduling, I'll tell you about this page. So what you can do here is you can actually connect your email account. So it's connecting your Sojourning Travel email, whatever you use to log into that. You are able to connect it, and then that will allow you to use our built-in Calendly competitor, as well as be able to view and send emails inside of Tern. So I highly recommend this one. You can always come back and do it, or you can just do it right now. But you'll go ahead and connect your email. Then we're going to, actually, that's kind of the last thing here. So what I want to show you as well is if you are using the email signature inside of Tern, you can go ahead and just put in a signature. You can copy and paste the one you already have. Or what I recommend is HubSpot. I'll send it to you in the chat. So there's this signature generator. It's really cool. It's free. I made one for April the other day, but basically you can create something like this, and it's all clickable links. And then what's really nice about it is that you are able to copy the signature source code. I'll send you the directions on this. And then when you paste that in here under this HTML box, it will make you this really, really beautiful signature that people can click on, and it has links in it and everything. So let me send you directions on how to do that. So otherwise, if you don't want to do that, you can just do a regular signature. All right, so we've gone through here, and we've essentially done all of the heavy lifting now. Your accounts should be set up. I know there's the exception. Rhonda and Daryl, I apologize for the issue, so I will look into it. But as far as having your settings set up, that is everything you're going to need to do. Anything that you might have skipped or didn't do today, maybe you didn't put the profile picture, you're more than welcome to go back and add that whenever you can. The sooner the better would be great. So now for the most important thing we're going to talk about today is going to be creating a trip and putting in a booking. So I'm familiar with the fact that maybe some of you are using like an itinerary builder, and then you're also using Vacation CRM to submit your booking, so that way you can get paid your commission. The nice thing about Tern, reminder for those who have seen me before, or for those who are new, just information, Tern is both of those in one. So we're an itinerary builder, plus we're also your commission management platform. So what I want to tell you is that the most important thing that you need to know how to do in Tern, which is what we're going to talk about today, is how to put in a booking. So I know there are situations where you're not making an itinerary, right? So in that case, if you're not making an itinerary, how do we put in a booking so that way we can get our commission? So to do this, everyone can kind of follow along here. We'll go in the top left, and we'll click on the trips button. So it just says trips up there in the top left. And when you click on it, it'll take you to this front page. There's going to be nothing on yours, or maybe there's like one demo trip on there. But you do have this blue new trip button here in the top right. So if everyone goes to the trips tab and then in the top right clicks on new trip, we can make our first kind of demo trip together, and then we will put in bookings so that way we can get paid. So the name of this trip is going to be Sojourning Demo. We can just call it that. The trip type is regular. The status is inbound. We're not going to do tags today. And then the trip dates, let's just pick the same one. So let's say it's October 1st until October 6th of 2025. So looks like it's in about a week. If you don't want to pick the same dates, you don't have to, but I'm just going to do these and say it's October 1st through October 6th. When I've filled this out, I'll go ahead and click Create Trip. So it's the blue button here in the middle. And now we are inside of this trip. So in here, today, we're not going to make an itinerary, but instead we're just going to report these bookings to the agency. So to do this, we're going to first have to add our travelers, which is here in the top right. And there's this button that says Manage Travelers. So if you click Manage Travelers, the Edit Trip Travelers box will come up. And in the bottom left of that box, there's this button that says Create New Contact. If everyone clicks on Create New Contact, I'll tell you who we're going to create and how we're going to create it. So what we're going to do as the legal first name is we're going to make the first name Demo, D-E-M-O. And then the last name, we're going to make it your first name. So mine's going to be Demo Evan. I'm just looking at the people in the room here. We have Demo Michelle, Demo Karen, Demo Gloria. So make that last name, or sorry, the first name, Demo, the last name, your first name. And then you can go in here and skip everything that says optional. So first name, preferred, skip that. Birthday, skip it. But I do want you to put in email. Now for this email, I would like you to all put your personal email address. So please don't put your Sojourner email. Please put your personal. So I'm going in here and I'm putting my personal email address, which is a Gmail, and I have typed that in. So just as a reminder where we are, inside of our demo trip, we hit Manage Travelers, first name, Demo, last name is your first name. And then email, please use your personal email, not the Sojourner email. When you're done with that, you can go ahead and click Add. So the blue button in the bottom right, you'll click Add, and then you'll click Done. So we now have a traveler up here in the top right. Darlene, I see your message in the chat. I apologize for the issue. Darlene's here. I can't see what the message is. I don't know if we're unable to send images in the chat, but I'm going to look on my side here and see what's going on real quick.
Are y'all calling me?
No, we're not calling you yet. I see Darlene
Darlene.
has
Do you check her membership, her seat real quick?
Yeah, if you want to check, that'd be great. It looks like it should be fine, but maybe Darlene, because I can't see the images in this chat, maybe if you sent the screenshot of the error to Lori, she could send me a picture.
Yeah, I don't see a screenshot. Your account looks fine, Darlene. It's active. Everything should be normal.
Yeah, Darlene, I'm sorry about that. So I'll look into yours as well.
And we'll circle back.
Yeah, we'll have to circle back. I apologize about it. So maybe, if you can't do anything now, maybe you just join us tomorrow or our next session. So I really apologize. But okay, so we'll keep going here. We have our traveler Demo and then your name. And then what I want you all to do is go over to the bookings tab. So we're skipping making an itinerary today. So on the left under finances, there's this button that says bookings, and I want you to click on it. So when you've clicked on it, we are going to be on this page that just says overview. And in the middle, we have this blue button that says new item. And to put in this item, what we're going to put in is a package today. So this package, we'll click on it. So now we are inside of the package. So just as a reminder, I'm going to delete this one and just do it again. We are in the bookings tab. We hit new item in the middle, and then we clicked package. Now for the trip package title, you can pick your favorite. So I'll say this is classic vacations, Italy package. That's what I'm going to call it. You can call it your favorite. I don't have a favorite, but that's the one I picked. So classic vacations, Italy package. Now under pricing details, you can make up a price. So I'm going to say it's $7,198 is what this package cost. So we'll go ahead and put that in, 7,198. Now we're going to scroll down here and we'll say the final balance due date is tomorrow. So let's pick September 30th as the final balance due date. And what we're doing here, by the way, just for clarity, is we're putting in this booking pretending that our client like directly booked with Classic Vacations. Or maybe they directly booked with Royal Caribbean, right? Like we still want to get credit for it. We still want our commission, but I'm just trying to show you how to put in a booking the most simple way to just report it. So what we're going to do next is we have the final balance in here. I'm going to click this log a payment button. So it's under the yellow. So if I click log a payment, it will put in $7,198 and the payment date is today, which is what we're going to do for this. So we'll go ahead and click save. So that way we know that our traveler paid Classic Vacations themselves. Maybe they did an ACH, maybe they went to some link and paid them, but we have now marked that as paid. Now, when we scroll down, the supplier we'll book through is going to be Classic Vacations. And I want to show you that what will be set up for you is, see how it says love in a suitcase and then Classic Vacations underneath it? We will have all of the agency preferred suppliers set up for Sojourny. So that way, when you select it, you're always selecting the one that says Sojourny above it. So that way, what it will do is it will automatically load in the cancellation policies and it will automatically load in the terms and conditions. So in my case, I'm not a part of Sojourny Travel, unfortunately, so I have to put my own. But right now, this is what it will look like when you put it in. So Classic Vacations, the terms and conditions, and the cancellation policy. And now we will scroll down towards the bottom of the page, and I want to show you this commission box. So the commission box is where you are going to put in the amount of commission that you get for this trip. So let's all say that it's $700 is our commission, and our expected commission date is going to be at the end of the month that they complete travel in. So October 31st. All right. Now, here's a big disclaimer. I don't want you to mark this as booked. So please, you can click the button, but do not click the blue button. So do not click that. I'm trying to make my mouse go in an X because I don't want this to mess up the agency reporting. If you clicked it on accident, no need to worry. We can fix it, but please don't click it ever. So until we're ready. But what you'll see here, I'm just going to demo to you, is this confirmation number. It says missing details. Oh, so I just realized I never put it in. So nice thing about Tern, we'll make sure that you always are going to, get your commission because you won't mess things up, hopefully. So what I can do here in this confirmation receipt section, I can add the confirmation number. So that's from Classic Vacations. And now I can do it. But again, we're not going to click the blue button. So don't click that. But you can see here, this is all the information that we're sending over to the back office. So that way you can get paid your commission. So right here, I'm going to pretend that I clicked it, but please don't click it. But right here, we've gone ahead. We've put in our $7,198 booking, which is all a package. And we have told the team over at Sojourny that we're going to receive a $700 commission from it. So at this point, we have done what we needed to do. Now, what we can also do in turn is instead of making this under a booking, we could make it under the itinerary. So in the itinerary is where we could go ahead and put in the activities such as a hotel, such as a flight, such as an excursion through Project Expedition or your favorite provider. And those items will also show up in the bookings tab. But for this demo here, kind of this first training, the bottom line is that you need to be able to put in a booking so that way you can understand how you get paid for something. So let's cover a little bit more today because I want to show you how this works with an itinerary. So if I go into the itinerary, we're going to add one item today, and we're going to just add a flight. So if you're on this itinerary tab on the left and you click on flight and drag it in, let's put it on October 1st. We can go in here, and in this middle box, it says flight leg. We can type in DL for Delta. So type in DL, and then you'll want to click the Delta that pops up. So DL, click on that. And then flight number, my favorite flight number is 168. It's, I guess there is no Delta flight 168 that day. Let's try a different one. Okay, I did 166, which is Tokyo to Seattle. My flight that I was originally wanting was from JFK to Barcelona, but maybe it's not available. So I have added in this flight. So I went with the DL 166. You can pick anything you want. You can do JetBlue, you can do whatever. But JetBlue's code is BA. I don't know why that is. So I've put in a flight, and now under booking and pricing, I can put in the price of this flight. So we'll say it's $379, actually $779, because we're going from Tokyo to Seattle. That seems expensive. So $779 is the cost of the flight. We will say that there's a payment due in full where the due date is tomorrow, and we're not logging a payment yet because we haven't paid Delta. The supplier we'll book through is Delta. So we can go ahead and type in Delta Airlines. So I'm going to choose Delta Airlines. Okay. On my end, the terms and conditions loaded. We'll have that set up for you soon. And then commission, I'm going to say I'm going to get $34 for it. I think the airlines pay a low commission, so I apologize for that. But we have put in this. So just to cover what we've put in for this flight here, $779 as the price, payment due in full, Delta Airlines, and commission. Now up here under the payment schedule, you should say $779 payment ready for authorization. So if that says ready for authorization, then we're all good. So now let's all do something together. If you've set your personal email as the traveler, this will work really well. This is what we should have set up with the contact. So if we click publish, this blue button in the top right, we'll click publish. And now in here, you can type a message. So you can say, hi, Evan, something like that. I want you to now click send and check your emails. So if you click send and check your email, you will be able to click on the link to this trip. So I just want you to be able to see what this looks like. So I'm just going to give you all a moment to go into your email and grab that link. You can go ahead and click on it and see what that looks like. I've clicked on mine, and this is what it should look like. Okay, there you go. So I've clicked on the link. So at this point, you can see there's a flight in here. You can click on it. You can view the price. It's $779. If you go to the pricing tab, you'll see that the Italy package has been paid for, but we still have this flight to pay for. So then what you can do is click authorize payment. And from here, you can just see how this goes. What I would recommend as another practice here is you'll notice that when you do this and click authorize payment, you can't actually click the submit button. You can't add a card either. So what I will recommend you do is open this link in a private tab. So in Google Chrome, you click on the three dots in the top right and you click new incognito window. And then if you are opening the link in there, that is where you can take action on it. So I want to kind of show you this in the most clear way. So actually, let me share my screen fully rather than just my tab. And that way I can show you exactly what I'm doing. So let's do this. Okay. So what I'm doing here, I sent it to myself. Remember, I clicked publish. I emailed it to myself. So now I'm in my email. So let's go in Evan's email together. We're all going to look at my email. Oh, not this one. We're going to look at my personal email. Remember, that's the one we're going in. So you're going to see all my ads for Fabletics and Outback Steakhouse. Okay, so this is the email I got from myself. I'm going to copy the link. So I can click copy on the link. So copy that. And now I will click in the 3 dots in the top right corner. And then I will do new incognito window. Sorry if you're not on Mac, but whatever you can do to get this incognito window to open, you can go ahead now and paste that link in here. And now you can click this authorize payments button. So apologize if you can't figure out how to do that. It's totally okay. Maybe just watch the recording and try it. But for those who might be able to do this already, when you click authorize payments, it will send a code to your email, like a 6-digit code, most likely. From there, you can type that in, and now you can add a credit card. So you can go ahead and add a card. You can put your own, like, yeah, you don't need to share it with me, but you add a credit card and then you accept the terms and conditions and do your signature and then click submit. And this is all going to you, so it shouldn't be an issue, but I can't see it. So anyways, once you do this, if I go back into regular Tern as the advisor, so in my other tab, and I go to the bookings page, I can see now that this client has put in an authorization. So they've authorized me to use their credit card. If I click view details, I can now pay the vendor. So this is an example where I, the advisor, am paying the vendor. And then I can log that payment. So I've logged the $779. And then just like last time, I could add the confirmation number, the supplier, which is Delta. And then I can mark it as booked. But again, please don't click the blue one. But right there, we have kind of put in bookings 2 different ways, which are very important. So we've put in a booking by manually putting it in, recording that they paid the vendor some alternative way. And now this time we have put in a booking by accessing their credit card and then going ahead and logging that payment after we copied their credit card number and put it into Delta's website. So right there, we have done our 2 main things for today. Our next training that's not on this module will be on making a pretty itinerary. But before we go, I want to show you other things that are important for you to follow along with this whole onboarding in general. So Gloria's asking, do the clients have to open the link in an incognito window? Great question. So they do not have to click the link in the incognito window. We only have to do that because we're logged into Tern as advisors. So when you go into the other window, you're not logged in as an advisor. So that's what we want to do. And then Karen's asking, okay, so when so your question about the terms and conditions, what's really cool, I'll just show you kind of on the back end because I know you're curious. So this new thing with the agency suppliers that Lori, myself, whoever will set up, under American Airlines, for example, we have the ability to add in the terms and conditions and the cancellation policies. So that will be done for the suppliers, which means regardless of which Marriott property you're using, you'll just attach the terms and conditions. And then if you were curious, I'm not sure if you saw it, but on this authorization page, Karen, up here at the top, I'm actually, everyone don't get dizzy. I'm just going to hop around and show you a different trip here. But on the authorization page, I need to find a trip that will work for this. Let me just show you. I'm like too good at business. I've authorized all my trips. Okay, but here we go. Up here. So Karen, the terms and conditions of Marriott will be linked up here, regardless of which Marriott property. So you will build that property or add in that property, whatever it is, and then select the terms and conditions of Marriott on the booking and pricing page. So that will be for everyone already set up. So great question. And then I'll stick around for questions, but let me show anyone who's ready to go what I want you to do as homework. So again, this is going to be the same session tomorrow. We're going to do the settings again, and we're going to do just putting in a booking or, quickly getting an authorization for something. And then our next one, we'll get into making more pretty stuff. But I would love if anyone and everyone tried to get ahead of us, because getting ahead of us only will help you. So in bottom right of Tern, the blue circle, there is this thing called the Getting Started Guide for Advisors. So I would love it if all of you made the effort to do the first couple of workshops in here. So this is the Getting Started Guide for Advisors. We did workshop 1 today. Workshop 2, do not worry about the importing contacts part. I don't want you to do that. But I want you to price and present a trip proposal. Same thing with workshop 3. Would love if you could do that. So maybe just try to get through the 3 of those. If you want to go through everything, it's a couple of hours. I'd really appreciate, if you were able to get through that, because that makes the trainings that I do all the more impactful. But definitely, before our next session, workshop 1, 2, and 3 would be really fantastic to get done. Workshop 1, you can mostly skip through it because we did it live, but that's what's going on. Now, I also want to show you something really, really cool, because we have an AI customer service rep. We also have real people. We're really proud of our real people, but our AI person is really smart as well. Their name is Finn. They've answered 150,000 questions, and they have a higher customer satisfaction score than Amazon. Amazon in general just can't beat our score. So that means that if you click this blue button and you have any questions when you're setting stuff up, you can click this chat with us button and say, I have a question, and Finn will do its best to answer it. If Finn's job, you can get a real person. So I want to give you a cool example here of a type of question that we could ask. So I'm just going to think back to what we did today. Let's just say, where do I enter supplier terms and conditions? If you have this type of question, or literally any question about Tern, what Finn will do is answer it, and then also even give you a link to resources. So this right here, I'm actually going to tell Finn this isn't what I'm looking for. This almost never happens, but this is talking about the agency terms and conditions. I'm going to say, no, I mean the terms and conditions for suppliers such as Marriott. And Finn is just like ChatGPT. That actually is ChatGPT. And Finn will be able to write you this answer. There we go. So if you go to the agency suppliers, you can add the terms and conditions, and then it also gives you a link to be able to check it. So super easy. You can even say, how do I log a payment? Whatever you need to do, you can ask Finn. So that just means that kind of over the next week before our next session, if you're not coming to see the same one tomorrow, please use that Getting Started guide, and please ask Finn questions. As well, any other questions that you have, write them down. We'll do kind of our best to collect them and answer them in an organized space. But before we hop off tonight, I will stay a couple minutes over because I got started a little slow. But anyone has questions, feel free to unmute. Feel free to type in the chat. The big takeaway from this is that your account should be mostly set up, and you can now kind of use some of this basis plus our resources to get up to speed on creating stuff. So happy to kind of answer.
Evan, did you answer Karen's question about terms and conditions? Because I can answer that.
I did, yes.
Okay, yeah, we're actively moving terms and conditions over, and Evan, now with the new way it's set up, does everybody still have to put in the terms and conditions, or do ours come through?
So yours come through for the suppliers. So
Okay, perfect.
Yep, that's why we had to copy and paste the one. But yeah, for the suppliers, they'll have those to
Okay,
choose from.
perfect. Yeah, we're in the process of loading up all of our suppliers in terms and conditions. Like I've already got all of Allianz's policies and whatnot in there. So next I'm gonna do travel insured. So that we're doing that alongside the migration.
Okay, so I guess
Fantastic.
my main question was like on some of the items we have to initially create the library item for our personal library, but is that going to be the same for like the terms and conditions of all the suppliers? Because obviously they are going to be created into the Sojourner library, but that's very different because it'll be shared with me. So we still have to go over and import those into our own personal
No.
library, correct?
No, no, you don't. No, you don't. Well, when you put in a supplier,
Okay,
the terms and conditions will pop up. So
okay.
can you show her that?
Yeah,
Like if you,
yeah.
Because I was doing that when I was playing with it and it wouldn't let the terms, it wouldn't automatically pull the terms and conditions up. So I
well,
had to
that's
go in
because
and,
they've made some changes since you were playing in it. They had
no,
a
no, no, I
massive
was just doing
release.
it just now.
Mm,
So, I mean, I can walk through it with
It
Evan
could
later.
be,
It's
it
no big
could be
deal.
that, no, it could be that it's a supplier we don't have terms and conditions in for yet.
Marriott?
No, we probably don't have Marriott in there yet.
Okay, and that's fine. That's why I was like making sure, because I knew that in
Do
the
Delta
past.
Vacations.
Okay, let me look.
Yeah. Here,
And it's
Karen,
fine,
let me-
like I said, if it was, I just wanted to know what the steps were, because I knew we were migrating everything over, but I didn't know if we still had to pull
No.
out from the
No,
shared team. Okay,
you will not pull any personal terms and conditions over for suppliers. We'll have all those for you.
that makes
Yeah.
me
And
so
if,
happy.
I know, and if you have a supplier, the terms and conditions aren't in there, send it to me and I'll add them.
Okay,
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Karen, let me just show you too. I know you're going to go play with it, but I have it set up to show you. So let me just show everyone here so you can see. So if I type in American Airlines as my supplier, remember it's going to be the one under Sojourner Travel. So it'll be at the very top.
Okay.
So if I choose American Airlines, you'll see how now the terms and conditions have this search bar. So that means if I click on it, I can choose the Love in a Suitcase terms and conditions. Yours is going to say Sojourner Travel terms and conditions. So I put that in, and then cancellation policy, same thing as well. I can choose the Sojourner Travel cancellation policy for American Airlines.
got it, got it, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it'll be labeled Sojourner Travel, but Evan, I would love it if y'all would give us the ability to block all the other stuff and so we don't have jacked up. And the reason that it's important y'all choose the Sojourner one is for reporting reasons, guys. So that we can pull accurate reporting. So like I said, if you don't see it in there, message us immediately and we'll add it.
Yeah, and Lori, what we can do, and this is for everyone too, like just for awareness, we can have it set where the booking can't be submitted unless it's one of the agency suppliers. So Lori, we can talk,
Yes.
you and I, and then with the team, just there's going to be some process changes. We don't want to make anything harder, but like maybe we'll just kind of have a good hard and fast rule that if it's not in there, message someone from the Sojourner team.
Yep.
They'll add it within 30 minutes, and then hopefully you can
Yes.
go on about your day.
Yep. Yep. And we're already preloading, like Amanda sent me a massive spreadsheet of all the suppliers that we've sold the last 3 years, and I'm going through one at a time and adding terms and conditions for them all. So I just hadn't gotten to M yet, probably Karen from Marriott.
Hey, Evan, where was that?
No, that's fine. I just was like playing with it and I was like, okay, because it was giving me that little, like it wasn't wanting to pull it. So I was like, okay, is it because we need to build it from the library? Because I know that's what we had talked about initially, but if we're pulling everything over, that's amazing. So thank you.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's on
gotcha,
me.
Karen. Hey, Daryl, I heard your question. I want to make
Yeah,
sure I
where-
can.
Where did you go to do those the homework?
Yeah, great question. So down here in the bottom right of Tern, and it's on any page. So even if I switch pages, it'll always be in the bottom right. It's this blue circle. And if you click on it, right inside that blue circle, there's something that says Getting Started Guide for Advisors. I might as well too. I'll just copy that link and put it in our chat. That way you all have it super easy.
All right, thank you.
Daryl, I know that means you're doing the homework, so I appreciate you asking. That's a great example. All right, everyone, feel free to speak up, put it in the chat or raise your hand. I haven't used Teams in a while. I forgot you can raise hands. So anything, I'm happy to stay on. Football doesn't start for another 15 minutes. So let me know if I can help you while you're here, because you all did me the favor of coming. So I want to make sure I can help you. Karen, I will answer your question too. Tomorrow will definitely be the same thing. Wednesday, depending on how many people come tomorrow and like how we're feeling, I might pivot and just get a little more advanced with it, but I will let you know. We'll surely have at least 2 sessions of the same thing each time. So we might have 3 this week being the same, but I'll let everyone know tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're at all the sessions anyway, so.
Yeah, and guys,
Yeah,
I
you
want to
already know
encourage
I will
y'all,
be.
if you, yeah, I want to encourage you, the more you can put your eyes on Tern, the easier it will become. So I know it's a sacrifice to come to all the sessions, but the more that I'm in front of it, the more familiar it looks, the less intimidating it is. So I would, if I were you, come again. So we have a session when, Evan, tomorrow morning at 9,
Yes, tomorrow morning at 9 Eastern time.
and then Wednesday at 7.
Correct.
Yes. And then we will do multiple sessions like this through the training part. So
Can you cancel the Wednesday meeting and replace it with this?
no, it's already in there as this.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Michelle, the times will probably change. Like we'll let you know a week ahead of time. They might be the same, but we'll just let you know. Everything, will be recorded, but being live is what it's all about. Like because you can ask questions and so on. So we'll let you know. But I think yeah, biggest thing, everyone here. I appreciate you being here. That shows a lot of commitment to it. Tern isn't hard. I promise you that, but Tern is something you just want to commit some time to learning. That way you can master it. So I promise if you kind of stick with me, we will get there very soon. It just starts clicking one day. It's really great. I had to retake geometry in high school. So, but I learned Tern really fast. So that means that, for everyone, please check out that Getting Started guide. I really recommend getting through workshop 3 by the end of the week, hopefully. And then look forward to seeing you all again. So I appreciate it. Laura, do you have any parting words for us or
No,
any
that's
last
it.
questions?
Thank you, everybody. The recording will be in the meetings. If you want to come back and watch it, please do. And that's all I got. Thank you, Evan, for your time.
You're welcome. All right. I'll see everyone very soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.